Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Democracy 3. I'm your host, Galvin. And Democracy 3 finally got its first DLC, otherwise simply just called the Social Engineering DLC. So I figured I'd come back and revisit this game. It also may or may not have been related to the fact I actually received a free copy of the DLC from the developer, so much thanks to him. Alright, well, before we begin, I just wanted to poke some fun over here. There's my two earlier playthroughs. But here we are. This is the political compass for my Steam friends. And of the people who own Democracy 3 on my Steam, there are 3 ones in general. Well, 2 if you don't count me. And we can see how I stack up in comparison to Arumba and Shen, which I find amusing. So I'm 63% socialist and 41% liberal. Arumba's only 33% socialist, and he's even less liberal than me by a minor amount. Shen is only 24% socialist, and is an astounding 62% liberal. Man, in comparison, it seems reasonable. Wow, though. Yeah, I think that was my first electoral term. That was my second one. Slowly started moving towards more authoritarianism as I was re-elected over and over again. I guess that's just the nature of how things go. So we're going to be starting a new game. I think we'll head back to Canada. It's been a good long while. You know, we are 28% British, 23% French, and 26% mixed. Yeah, that's the 100% of our population right there. Most definitely. Alright, well, let's just kind of jump into this here. I'm just gonna leave things as they are. We're the People's Front. It sounds like a name of a rebel group. Like, seriously. That doesn't sound like a political party thing. Yeah. Begin the term of office. So, this whole social engineering thing is something that I'm supposed to be able to do if I want to, say, run campaigns to improve people's opinions of me. The religious hate me. That's to be expected. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I've just kind of walked in again. I have a strange feeling it'll be somewhere around here. Diplomatic service. Maybe more expensive, but the feeling on top of things. Yeah, that's new. Tourism ad campaigns. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so there is stuff around here that is new. Alcohol awareness campaigns. That's definitely a new one. I'm looking through some of these things, and I'm kind of just like, ooh, work safety law. I think that's new. Trade Council. That's definitely new. National Business Council. That's new. Startup campaign. Smart meter program. That's also new. Ooh. Labor Day bank holiday. I think that's new. Labor Day, an official bank holiday. That's reminding citizens it's not all about money in our life. Yay. City farms. Drive out the zone brings farms in the cities directly. This program helps to ambitious farms around cities close to customers. How do you even establish a farm in a city? Like, do you just pasture cows on top of a skyscraper or something? Actually, that seems like a moderately efficient way of using land. Just build pastures on the roof of buildings. You know, you can totally, like, seed some grass up there. Worked perfectly. Young entrepreneur scheme. Young people are aiming to become businessmen in the future. Interesting. And let's see, any new stuff here? Under taxes? I don't believe so. Everything here looks about right. Oh yeah. Health tax credits. I think these tax credits here are new. Public services. We'll probably get a lot of new stuff in here. Food Service Agency. Healthy eating campaign. That's new. That's new. Youth politics cancel. In Marxism, most important to teach our kids how politics work, what can be achieved through it. By establishing a youth politics council, youth can get first-hand experience on local and regional levels, so they can make a difference, and perhaps the leaders of tomorrow can be recruited here. And indoctrinated. Free parenting classes. Social Justice Foundation. Foundation deals with worries and problems of porn. This seriously seems like something out of Soviet Russia. The Social Justice Foundation. Oh, man. That's lovely. That's definitely new. Stamp out Racism Week. Compulsory food labeling. I think that's new. Compulsory foreign language classes. That's new. School sport. Like hell I'm ever enacting that. Christ, I couldn't even do shit. The only goddamn sport I could play was dodgeball. And that was because everyone bloody well loved to throw dodgeball, or those friggin' balls at me. I just eventually got good at dodging them. Still couldn't throw for shit, but, you know. Right, let's see. Anything new here? Needle exchange program. National Armed Forces Week. I think that's it, though. Cycling campaign, that's new. A fuel efficiency center is not new. Carpooling campaign, I think that's new as well. So that seems to be a list of the new policies that have been added in this DLC. The DLC is actually only $5, so I guess it's reasonable-ish. I'm not entirely certain if it adds in any more features. Sorry if the music's cut out. I've actually gone over to a little thing that was provided to me from the developer, that's all. Let's see. Total of 26 completely new policies and 8 new dilemmas, regardless of what country you're playing. Okay, so there's about 26 new policies. It might just be some new policies somewhere enacted in here that I am not entirely aware of. Alright, well, either way, let's start this baby up. Let's see. Currently we have a terrifyingly huge deficit, which is never good. So we're going to have to first address that. We have an uncompetitive economy. Well, that's not really too much of a problem. Productivity is the problem. And productivity is caused incredibly by maternity leave and our bad health. Okay, so what you're saying is if I axe maternity leave, then everything fixes. I'm okay with this. Screw you, women. Alright. So, the other problem seems to be health. State Health Service. We don't have the political capital. Yeah, we don't have the political capital to change that. So we'll have to call it a day. We'll just start by axing that. Oh, stop and search. I think this is a new one. The demands from the police for the power to stop and search people on the street if they believe the individual may be guilty of a crime. Currently, our police cannot search someone without formally arresting them. This is a very dangerous move. I agree. Like, I don't even need to read that. It's like, no, we're not allowing that. Alright. The art of leadership is saying no, not saying yes. It is very easy to say yes. Tony Blair. Alright, so let's see. Vigilante mobs. Well, that's going to be a huge problem to deal with. But first, I always like to try and get the economy back on track. Uncompetitive economy. Alright, so that's really fixing itself. We do need to try and improve our health situation, though. Big problems are related to alcohol abuse and pollution. Alright. Well, what can we do towards that? Where's the alcohol laws? That really drops down the alcohol consumption, pisses off the liberals, but it does drop violent crime, and the youth get mad at us. I'm not particularly worried about the youth getting mad at us. That's something we can definitely deal with, and we actually have time to, or enough political capital to raise the state health services. Overall, this should lead to a much healthier populace in a fairly good manner. Alright, GDP is remaining stationary, not exactly what I was hoping for. A debt protection law. I remember this one. Limit the agencies. There's a Barack Obama quote there, but I'm not even going to honor or dignify him with reading that. Good news is the deficit's improving. So, that's excellent. This limit's going up again. Productivity's dropping. Unemployment, alcohol consumption, that should fix itself. Yeah, what we really need is technology, I think. That's a very good way to start. So we've gotten, the first few things out, so I'm going to go towards public services technology colleges. People will hate this, as they do, but it's very important. Basic things like technology colleges and improving research grants. School prayers on parents' request. It's revert changes. Can't cancel it. That's fine. Let's see, what else can we... faith school subsidies. Can't cancel that either. Darn. What do we got here? University grants. Generous. Apply. There, that'll be a good use for our political capital. Religious condemnation. Yeah, well, the Pope can say a lot of things. Alright, so that's going to help out significantly, I hope. Not really as much as I'd be hoping. Apparently productivity is slowly falling. Yeah. That's just not great, huh? This is something that's probably going to require time, yeah. Much of the policies I've enacted will require time. So what we're going to do now is focus on fixing the rest of the GDP. And this will piss off a lot of people. And that's, you know, that's enough to cover the deficit right there. Remember, the effect of sliders here are exponential. So, you generally don't want to do too much. Oh, we don't actually have enough political capital to do this. Damn. Darn. That generally is a very good way of doing that. I think we're just going to have to raise the general income tax. Not pleased about it. How much are we making right now? Yeah, right, we'll raise it to 55%, and... yeah, that we'll call it a day. That should fix most of the deficit. Hostage situation. The religious extremists have taken some hostages at gunpoint, are threatening to kill them unless demands regarding foreign policy are not met. The demands they make are not that extreme, but it might be dangerous to be seen to negotiate. Well, generally speaking, I'm in favor of we do not negotiate with terrorists. Yeah. I don't... it's not great, but, you know. A nation is just a society for hating foreigners. Olaf Stapledon. It's not exactly great. Yeah, we have a bare surplus here, which is good enough. And my political capital has completely fallen apart. This is expected, actually. Because I'm going to definitely need to reshuffle my ministers here, who are quite pissed at me. I'm just going to reshuffle the cabinet. This is, of course, you know, going to make people against me. Liberal and environmentalist. She will definitely be on my cabinet. Foreign policy, welfare, law and order. Okay, well, let's see. What else do we got here? Farmers, religious. I can't guarantee his loyalty in the future. Trade union, socialist. Yeah, you're in. Let's see. 4.8. Conservatives, trade unionist. I can't... that's going to be tricky. I'll see what I can do. He might be good. Because trade unionists are going to be all over me. But... environmentalists and state employees, they're the people I can guarantee the loyalty of. So that political gap will actually increase over time. It'll be better. Alright, I'm going to need it. Liberal and parents. I don't know if I can necessarily guarantee parents. That's tricky. Trade unionists and farmers shouldn't be that bad. I don't know why she has any loyalty to me at all. We'll have to keep looking. See what we can get here. Foreign policy, welfare, law and order. Well, we don't have anyone else to hire in foreign policy, it looks like. Yeah. The trade unionists aren't often the most. Yeah, right. We'll put him there. Or her. Put her there. You need to get loyal cabinet, guys. Currently, you know, 16 capital per turn. It isn't too bad. Farmers and liberals might be okay. It's tough to say. She's not going to be loyal to me for very long. And strange feeling is. This guy ain't too bad, so I'll just take him. He'll have to do. He's gonna hate me soon. I mean, socialist trade unionist. He's not loyal now, but he'll become loyal in time. It's kind of a trade-off. I've got somebody else I'll need to probably fire later. But, you know, do what you can, right? She shouldn't be too bad. Alright. Capital per turn, 27. It's not great, but it'll do. Alright. So how's our uncompetitive economy doing? Oh, that's pollution. Okay, it's improving slowly. I'm just going to save the political capital. Torture, deportation. Police officers arrested a con man who is staying in our country illegally. Under normal circumstances, he would be eligible to be deported back to his country of origin. Man who is sent back to his homeland, he'll likely be tortured by the government. Nope. We do not deport people to where they would